Hello students, today we study about petroleum. We are studying chapter 5, that is coal and petroleum. Today about petroleum we will discuss. Petroleum, petro means rock, oleum means oil. Petroleum is the oily liquid that is trapped into the rocks. That can be said that petroleum or crude oil is a complex mixture of a large number of organic compounds of different type mixed with saline water, that is seawater, and silt, that is fine dust particles. So various mixtures are there in the petroleum, and that is trapped in the impervious rocks, and that is taken out from the rocks by drilling, that is called oil wells, and gases are also found over that. So wherever they are found trapped in the rocks, diagram I have drawn like this. So this is reservoir rock, and since oil is lighter than water, so water is found at lower level, and over that oil is there, and over that gas is there, that is natural gas. So this oil and natural gas that is drilled out by the drilling, and that is used for various purposes. And since oil is whatever that is petroleum is there, that is petroleum, that is also called crude oil, and it is also called rock oil. So that is because it is found in the earth, it is trapped inside the rocks. First of all, it was whatever it is taken out. So first of all, it was drilled out in Pennsylvania approx in 1859. So this oil, as it is a thick liquid, that is that have unpleasant smell also, look dark in color, that is have mixture of various things, means that have dust particles also, that have saline water also in it, and that is a composition of various substances, that is not a single type of substance, that is a mixture of various components. It have diesel, petrol, bitumen, means many more substances, the petroleum gas. They are separated from the petroleum by the process of fractional distillation of petroleum, that is also called petroleum refining, and at whatever factory that refining of petroleum is done, that is called petroleum refinery. Oil was struck at Makum in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, high and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. So in India also it is at various places it is found, and that is drilled out, and that is since in whatever form it is found, in that form it cannot be used, because it is it have many mixtures, it have many impurities in it, so that cannot be used for any purpose. After separating the various components, whatever components are there, they are useful, they are used for various purposes, as diesel, petrol, kerosene, that is used as a fuel, that is petroleum gas, whatever is taken out, that is also used as a fuel, that is domestic fuel as a use, it is for using cooking purposes and for other purposes. So whatever gas is used at our home, that is LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, that is found in the petroleum, that is separated from the petroleum. So by whatever process it is separated, that is called fractional distillation of petroleum. So distillation, fractional distillation is also called refining of petroleum. fractional distillation of petroleum means refining of petroleum. In this process, this is done in the petroleum refinery, and in the petroleum refinery there is tall metal, means of steel. It is made up of, mostly it is made up of steel. Tall fractionating tower, whatever tower like structure you are seeing, that is called fractionating tower. It is made up of metal, because in that metal which may not melt at high temperature. So in this, at various level, holes are there and it is perforated so that in gaseous form components can move upward. So in this fractionating tower, before sending the crude oil into the fractionating tower, the crude oil is sent through the pipe, and before that it is heated with the help of furnace, approx 400 degrees Celsius, more than that also, 420-30 degrees Celsius it is heated, and at that temperature most of the components change into gaseous form, and it is passed into the fractionating tower. And after entering into the fractionating tower in the gaseous form, whatever substances have high melting point, means they condense at high high temperature also. So as their melting point is high, they condense first, they change into liquid state at first. So whatever residue is there that have approx 340 to 400 degrees Celsius its temperature is there. So that components, it is also a mixture of many substances. So that residue condense first and then settle at the bottom of the container, and that pass out through the hole, and whatever substances have lower melting point, they move forward in gaseous form only, move upward through the pores, and at various levels, as you are seeing that plates are there and they condense up here, lubricating oil condense here and that pass through the hole, and at the above level fuel oil, that is an industrial fuel for boilers, it is used in the boilers and furnaces. So it is a heavy oil, its melting point is lower than lubricating oil, so it condense at higher level, and diesel have approx 260 degrees Celsius is the means melting point, so it is condensed after the fuel oil, and after that kerosene, then naphtha, then petrol, and at last whatever gas comes out through the top of the fractionating tower, that is petroleum gas, that do not condense because it condense at very low temperature, so it do not condense and it comes out in the form of in the gaseous form, and this petroleum gas is used in our homes by in the cylinders through the pipelines we get in our kitchen, and we use it as a fuel. So that is petroleum gas, that is LPG, that is called. So LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. So that is a petroleum gas, as I told you earlier. So whatever various components comes out are obtained in the fractional distillation of petroleum, they are used for various purposes. Lubricating oil used for lubrication in the machines, and fuel oil used for in the industries for heating boilers and furnaces. Diesel is used as a domestic fuel, it is used in vehicles, heavy vehicles, for running vehicles, in the diesel engines, etc. Kerosene is used as a domestic fuel in the lamps, in the other purposes also. Kerosene is used as a fuel of jet airplane also. And naphtha, that is used for making naphthalene balls. And petrol is used for running vehicles, and petroleum gas is used as a domestic fuel for cooking purposes, etc. So these are the various components which are obtained by the fractional distillation of petroleum, and they are useful. This crude oil is not useful. It means that cannot be used for any purpose unless and until the components of it are separated from that. That cannot be used, and when the components are separated, they are used for various purposes. They are very useful. They are very necessary part of our life. So that's why, since the crude oil is approx black in color, so it is also called black gold. So because of its valuable use. So this was about fractional distillation of petroleum, and it is done in the petroleum refinery. In whatever factory it is done, that is called petroleum refinery. Above that, above the crude oil, in the earlier diagram you have seen that natural gas is there. So that natural gas is taken out from the ground by the drilling pipes inside it, and they are used for running vehicles. That natural gas, whatever CNG vehicles, you see that CNG means compressed, CNG means compressed natural gas. So this natural gas is used in the vehicles for running vehicles. In compressed form they are used. So CNG and LPG are considered as a clean fuel because they do not leave any residue. They have low ignition temperature, so they burn easily. They are least polluting gas because they leave very less harmful gases in the atmosphere. So they reduce the pollution if they are used at the place, because all the petrol, diesel, etc., and coal, whatever is used for the as a fuel, so they release harmful gases like nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, etc., that cause acid rain. But CNG and LPG, neither they leave any solid particles. When coal burns, that is produce a lot of smoke, that produce solid particles also, that cause pollution in the atmosphere, and that cause respiratory disease if any person breathe in that air. So these fuels, CNG and LPG, are considered as clean fuel. So अब these natural resources are since limited, so use of the natural resources must be done wisely. They should not be used foolishly. They should be used as much needed, means they should not be wasted, so that they may last longer. One day they will be finished, but they may last longer, so they should be used wisely. They should be used so that they may not be wasted. They may last longer. So some points has been given by PCRA, that is Petroleum Conservation Research Association, that have advices to the people so that they may the fuels may not be wasted. Whatever vehicles we drive, that should be drive at the constant and moderate speed as far as possible. Switch off the engine at traffic lights or at a place where you have to wait. Ensure correct tire pressure. Ensure regular maintenance of the vehicles. Means vehicles should be maintained so that that may not consume a lot of fuels, and tire pressure should also be perfect so that it may move smoothly and engine has not to do much effort. If much effort will be done by the engine, it means that will consume more fuel. So these are the various points. By following that, we can conserve fuels, we can save fuels, and if we will save fuels, if we will use it wisely, that will last longer. Our future generation will also be able to enjoy it. And so this was about this chapter. Thank you.